George, I am just the lightning rod. And who is the source, Ben?
Your gift of salvation.
One tiny candle illuminates 1,000.
The story unfolds in a time when the world feels uncertain, restless, and on the edge of transformation. The land is divided not just by distance, but by belief, fear, and the struggle to understand what freedom truly means. People live under growing pressure, caught between tradition and change, unsure of what the future holds. In the middle of this tension, a powerful movement begins to rise. One that does not start with weapons or armies, but with words, faith, and the ability to awaken something deep within the human spirit. At the center of this transformation stands a passionate preacher named George Whitefield. Portrayed by Jonathan Blair, his voice carries a rare intensity, one that reaches beyond simple speech and touches the emotions of everyone who hears him. He travels from place to place, speaking to crowds that gather in curiosity but leave with something far greater, a sense of purpose and awakening that begins to spread. Like a quiet fire across the land, Whitefield is not just delivering sermons. He is igniting something within people that they did not know existed. His words challenge them to think differently, to look beyond their daily struggles and recognize a deeper connection to something greater than themselves. As his influence grows, so does the impact of the movement he represents. Communities begin to change, and individuals start questioning the world around them in ways they never had before. At the same time, another figure begins to take interest in this rising wave of influence. Benjamin Franklin, portrayed by John Paul Sneed, is a man of intellect, curiosity, and reason. Unlike Whitefield, Franklin approaches the world through logic and observation. He believes in understanding things through evidence and experience, not emotion or faith alone. Yet something about Whitefield's presence captures his attention. Their first encounters are marked by contrast. Whitefield speaks with passion and conviction, while Franklin listens with skepticism, analyzing every word and reaction. But as time passes, an unexpected connection begins to form between them. Franklin starts to see that Whitefield's influence cannot be explained by logic alone. There's something deeper happening, something that is changing people in ways that numbers and facts cannot measure. As their relationship develops, the story reveals a powerful dynamic between two very different perspectives. One believes in faith and spiritual awakening, while the other believes in reason and human understanding. Instead of clashing, these perspectives begin to complement each other, creating a bond that becomes central to the unfolding events. The world around them continues to shift. The colonies face growing tension, uncertainty, and the looming possibility of conflict. People are searching for direction, for something to believe in during a time when everything feels unstable. In this environment, the movement led by Whitefield becomes more than just a series of sermons. It becomes a unifying force. Crowds gather in increasing numbers, drawn not just by curiosity but by the feeling that something important is happening. Whitefield's voice echoes across fields and towns, carrying messages of hope, transformation, and inner awakening. His words inspire individuals to see themselves differently, to believe that change is possible not just in the world around them, but within their own hearts. Franklin observes all of this closely. At first, he sees it as a fascinating phenomenon, something to be studied and understood. But as he spends more time with Whitefield, he begins to feel the impact himself. The experience challenges his beliefs, forcing him to question whether there are aspects of human existence that go beyond logic and reason. Their friendship grows stronger, built on mutual respect despite their differences. Franklin becomes one of Whitefield's greatest supporters, helping to spread his message further than ever before. This partnership amplifies the movement, allowing it to reach people across vast distances and different communities. As the story moves forward, the impact of the awakening becomes impossible to ignore. Entire communities begin to transform. People who once felt disconnected now find a sense of unity. Divisions that once seemed unbreakable start to weaken as individuals come together through shared beliefs and renewed purpose. But this transformation does not come without challenges. Not everyone welcomes the change. Some view the movement as a threat to established systems, fearing that such powerful influence could disrupt the balance of power. Resistance begins to grow, creating tension between those who embrace the awakening and those who oppose it. Whitefield faces these challenges with determination, continuing his mission despite criticism and opposition. His belief in the importance of awakening people's hearts drives him forward even when the path becomes difficult. Franklin, too, must navigate this complex situation, balancing his support for Whitefield with his own understanding of the world. The story builds toward a realization that the awakening is about more than just religion or belief. It is about identity, purpose, and the foundation of a society that is on the verge of change. The movement begins to shape not just individuals, but the direction of an entire nation. As events unfold, the connection between personal transformation and larger societal change becomes clear. The awakening inspires people to think about freedom in a new way, not just as a political concept, but as something that begins within the individual. This idea becomes a powerful force, influencing the way people see themselves and their future. The emotional core of the story lies in the relationship between Whitefield and Franklin. Their journey reflects the balance between faith and reason, showing that both can coexist and contribute to something greater. Through their friendship, the story explores how different perspectives can come together to create meaningful change. In the final moments, the impact of the awakening reaches its peak. The movement has spread far and wide, leaving a lasting impression on the people and the world around them. The transformation is not immediate or complete, but it has begun something that cannot be undone. The story closes with a sense of reflection and understanding. It shows that true change does not come from force or control, but from awakening the hearts and minds of individuals. The legacy of what began continues to influence the future, shaping the path forward in ways that extend far beyond the moment itself. In the end, the journey becomes a reminder that even in times of uncertainty and division, the power to inspire, connect, and transform lies within people themselves. And sometimes all it takes is one voice, one idea, and one unexpected connection to awaken something that can change everything.